Sight. Give divine guidance to the President of the Republic. Endow members of Parliament and ministers of state with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of government, this land and people may be well and truly served, and our good purposes for the common human life be realized in our midst. O God, grant us a vision of our country, fair as it might be, a country of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a country of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a country of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service, and honor shall be given to the deserving, a country of peace, where government shall rest on the will of the people and the love for the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people, that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming beauty of Ghana and Africa. Amen. Honourable members, we will take item 5. Correction of votes and proceedings and official reports. We start with the correction of votes and proceedings of Wednesday, 12th November 2025. Page 1, page 2, page 3. Yes, Honorable Habib.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, we don't have copies of the votes and proceedings. I just asked the table. Mr. Speaker, I just asked. There was an earlier one that was withdrawn. So which one? Oh.
Honorable members, we are in transition to paperless Parliament. So please, anytime you are looking for information from the table office, is definitely in the net. You can get it there. But those of you like me who were born before computer, we will accommodate you for the few weeks. Then after that, everything will be paperless. We're at page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7, page 8. Yes, page 8.
Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. Speaker, may I kindly invite you to the page under review, and by so doing, ask that you look at item 7, title Statements. 7F line 1, the very last word is BSU. BSU per the record is supposed to be double S. Again, Speaker, on the same item, H, item 7H, the first line, the very last word should be Yibo. Ewuku Yibo, not Ayibo. So if the cluster table could delete Ayibo and put Yibo. Then 7I, the name of the constituency should be Evalu Ajomrodra. So the first word, the A should be replaced with E. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity.
Honourable members, we seem to have a problem with the votes and proceedings. And so I will defer the consideration of the votes and proceedings of Wednesday, 12th November 2025 we have two versions. We have, as at now, two versions. The version he's referring to is not the version that is on your tablets. And that is not what is before me. And so, please, let's defer consideration of the votes and proceedings and then do it tomorrow. With that, honorable members, we move to item 9. We agreed yesterday to take this item, and so we'll start public business. At the commencement of public business, yes, Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, item 9. It is rather item 11. Item 11.
Honorable members, at the commencement of public business, item 11 at page 3 of the order paper, Chairman of the committee.
Right, Honorable Speaker. I rise to move that notwithstanding the provisions of Order 1041 of the Standing Orders, which require that a motion shall not be debated until at least 2 sitting days have elapsed after the notice to move the motion is given. The motion for the adoption of the 70th report of the Appointment Committee on His Excellency the President's nomination of Justice Paul Baffoe Bonnie for appointment as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana be moved today. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Honorable members, at conclave, we discussed how to handle this matter, and I'm going to stick to the agreement. That is what I'm going to enforce here. So the procedural motion has been moved. We now wait for a seconder. No seconder.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Honorable members, this is a procedural motion. It's moved and seconded. I'll proceed to put the question. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. Honorable members, the ayes have it. The motion is carried. We move to the second motion, that is item 12 on the order paper is also at page 3 of the order paper. Chairman of the committee.
Right, Honorable Speaker. I rise to move that this House adopts the 70th report of the Appointment Committee on His Excellency the President's nomination of Justice Paul Baffoe Bonnie for appointment as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Right Honorable Speaker, in doing so, I present the committee's report. Mr. Speaker, on the 17th day of October 2025, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, acting in accordance with the provisions of Article 1441 of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, communicated to Parliament the nomination of Justice Paul Baffoe Bonnie for appointment as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Right Honorable Speaker, after complying with Standing Order 217, the committee met on the 10th day. The committee met on the 10th day of November 2025 to vet the nominee of the President. Mr. Speaker, by way of welcome address, the minority leader raised.
Yes, please, I cited the minority chief whip. He was on his feet. Yes, please.
Speaker, while the first Deputy Speaker is presenting the report, may I humbly suggest that you direct the table office to make enough copies of the report. Clearly, we don't have copies. I do not have a copy. No, but we need more hard. We need hard copies. We have only one. Speaker, don't do that. We have only one copy. Speaker, so there's so, Speaker, we will need more copies.
Honorable members, the minority chief whip is right. Copies are not available, and so we need copies to be distributed to all members of the House. Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Right, Honorable Speaker. We now have the report loaded on our console.
Honorable members, please. Honorable members. Honorable members, I've just been informed that it's now been uploaded into your tablets, and so that's not my information. My information is that it's now, not yesterday. Now. That's what I've been told. Honorable members, Please, may I give 5 minutes? 5 minutes for members to go through the report. And then the chair of the committee will now present the report. 5 minutes. Honorable members, in the meantime, let me draw your attention to the presence of visitors who are at the public gallery. In particular, our students, your own sons and daughters from Beth Barra Academy. They are led by the proprietress of the academy by name Hannah Kwe. And the academy is located in the Weja Bawe constituency. There are 36 in number. On your behalf, I warmly welcome them to Parliament and to this very important session of Parliament. I hope they will get time to listen to this debate and also the presentation of the budget. Honorable members, please, your own sons and daughters will be judging you. I hope and pray that you put up the best for them to emulate. Please, you are most welcome. You may resume your seats. Honorable members, we may now go on. Chairman of the committee, you may present the report now.
Right, Honorable Speaker. As indicated, the committee duly complied with Standing Order 217 and any other relevant law relating to the vetting of the Chief Justice. Right, Honorable Speaker, by way of welcome address, the minority leader raised some issues. Right, Honorable Speaker, all the issues raised by the minority leader have been dealt with by the committee in accordance with law. Right, Honorable Speaker, at the conclusion of the preliminary issues raised by the minority leader, the minority staged a walkout and indicated that the minority caucus has rejected the nominee and that the minority caucus hereby votes en bloc to reject the nominee, though at that material moment the actual vetting had not commenced and we were not voting. Right, Honorable Speaker, thereafter the committee proceeded to vet the nominee, and by the report we can see the preliminary comments made by the nominee his background, and the response to salient questions. Right Honorable Speaker, the nominee was asked questions such as the perceived nomination by the President as reward. He provided answers to that. Questions like duration of presidential election petition, cost of litigation and access to justice, regional access to Court of Appeal, empaneling of judges at the Supreme Court, addressing backlog of cases and delays in justice delivery, judicial leadership, and managing dissent views. Cases involving remand prisoners and congestion in our prisons. Establishment of Court of Appeal for the 5 northern regions. Restoration of public confidence in the judiciary. Addressing perception of corruption on part of the judiciary. Reintroduction of electronic case management system. Appointment of judges and judicial independence. Curbing public suspicion of executive overreach in judicial appointment. Judicial reforms and institution of development. Propriety of proceedings with a vetting process. Case management and judicial administration. Right, Honorable Speaker, I will urge the Hansard Department to capture the entire report as having been read, and I would read the recommendation and the conclusion of the committee. Right, Honorable Speaker, by way of recommendation, the committee recommends to the House, by majority decision, the approval of the nomination of Justice Paul Baffoe Bonnie for the appointment as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Right, Honorable Speaker, all the new patriotic members of the committee, minority, indicated before the vetting that they have voted against the nominee. Right, Honorable Speaker, the committee acting in accordance with the provisions of Article 1441 of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana and Order 217 of the Standing Orders of Parliament duly examined the nominee submitted by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana for appointment as Chief Justice. Upon careful deliberations, the committee knows that the nominee demonstrated outstanding competence, a very deep knowledge of the law, and a firm grasp of the judicial ethics. He addressed questions posed by the committee with professionalism clarity, and intellectual rigor, reflecting his capacity to uphold the independence, integrity, and dignity of the highest court of the land. The committee is satisfied that the nominee possesses the requisite qualification, judicial temperament, and commitment to constitutional values expected of Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. In conclusion, all the members of New Patriotic Party minority were opposed and indicated from the onset before voting that they are voting against the nomination of the Chief Justice nominee, and subsequently walk out of the proceedings after the preliminary remark by the Honorable Minority Leader on behalf of the Minority Caucus. The committee therefore recommends to the House by majority decision the adoption of the report of the approval of Justice Paul Baffoe Bonnie as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Right Honorable Speaker, I so submit.
Honourable members, the motion has been moved. Any seconder?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion ably read by the chairman of the committee. Mr. Speaker, we had a public hearing which was scheduled and held on the 10th of November. The nominee Justice Paul Baffoe Bonnie was present, and he responded to the questions that the members of the committee actually posed to him. Mr. Speaker, as chairman rightly said, he demonstrated his deep knowledge of the law and the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, his background, knowledge, and experience left us in no doubt that he is actually the right person for the job. Mr. Speaker, his exceptional vision of the judiciary and what he intends to do when this House approves his nomination was quite exceptional. As the chairman rightly said, I will urge this House to approve the nomination of Justice Paul Baffoe Bonnie. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much.
Honourable members, the motion has been moved and seconded. It's now for the consideration of the House. At conclave this morning, we agreed that we will take 2 members from each side, from the group that we refer to as backbenchers. So 2 backbenchers from each side of the House. They have submitted, your leaders have submitted the names to me, and I'll refer to them. Then the middle belt will have a member each, and the front bench, the ship will have a member each, and then the leaders will conclude. So we are having 5 from each side of the House. The backbenchers have 5 minutes each. 5 minutes each. The middle belt, 7 minutes. And then The ship 10 minutes and the leaders 15 minutes each. This was the understanding at conclave. Since the motion was moved and seconded from the majority side, we will now listen to a backbencher from the minority, and there are two members presented as backbenchers, Honorable Anthony Imia and then Honorable Sami Awuku. So either Anthony Imia or Sami Awuku will start. 5 minutes. Yes, minority leader.
Speaker, with respect, thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, we are going by the agreement, except to say that when we are sending the list to you, we proposed to take our list in a certain order, but it will still comply 5 each for the back bench, the middle bench, and then the ship and the leader. So, Mr. Speaker, if you check, Mr. Speaker, so if you check the list we gave, the ship, we yielded to Honorable Anyimedu to start his 10 minutes for the ship allocation. He yielded to him. And then we have Honorable Tampuli for the middle, which is the 7 minutes. And then after him, our backbench 5-5. So that is how we would end our side. So we would plead with Mr. Speaker to go by the order that we wrote, but still complies with our agreement without any change.
Honorable members, I've been told that the order they want to contribute to the debate is to go by the numbers that they have presented to me, starting from 1 to 5. If I'm to go by that, 1 is Honorable Enyimedu Kwame Entry, and I'm told he is to have 10 minutes. So, Honorable, you may do so now.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm grateful for the report that is ably presented to the House by the chairman of the committee, Honorable Ehiafo. Amongst the things that the First Deputy Speaker had told Ghanaians are that the new patriotic party members on our side, before we could do or finish the vetting, had indicated, I chose my words correctly, before we could conclude. Before we could conclude the vetting, had indicated that we were going to vote en bloc. What the chairman refused to tell this House and Ghanaians are the reasons that we had adduced for voting against the nominee. We indicated at the committee that we're going to vote against the nominee. Mr. Speaker, among the other things that we have stated are that there are 7 separate proceedings at the various jurisdictions, inclusive of the High Court, the Supreme Court, and the ECOWAS Court. Mr. Speaker, Ghana is a member of ECOWAS and a very serious member of ECOWAS. Under the ECOWAS, we have the ECOWAS Parliament, we have the ECOWAS Court, And Mr. Speaker, we must respect the court. What would happen if all these cases that are pending before the courts, they decide and they go against the government? Mr. Speaker, Attorney General, as at now, had not, in most of the cases, had not filed anything challenging the issues at stake. All we are saying is that, Mr. Speaker, under normal circumstances, we have the Chief Justice of the land. And if the seat is vacant, we must have someone to occupy the seat. It must be something that we should do with joy. It must be something that every Ghanaian must be interested. But, Mr. Speaker, the very basis that is giving rise for the vacancy of this seat is challenged. The very basis is what we are saying, that it is pending at the various courts. So it has not arisen for us to challenge or to go through the vetting and vote for another member
Honorable
to occupy that seat.
Honorable member, please, you may move to another issue. I have already pronounced on this matter. I won't go back. If you are dissatisfied with my pronunciation, my ruling on the matter, by our rules, you know what to do. You cannot come through the back door. Go through the front door and come properly to this house. You may move to another issue.
I'm grateful, Mr. Speaker.